why are the farmers protesting? What are their demands? Well, the most important demand of the protesting Punjab and Haryana farmers is to make the minimum support price a legal right. Now, what is MSP or minimum support price? Farmers in many countries demand a minimum support price because agricultural prices are very volatile. For instance, when a farmer is about to sow his crop, the price of rice may be, say, 4,000 rupees a quintal. By the time the rice comes to the market during harvest, because all the rice comes at the same time, prices may crash to, say, 1,500 rupees a quintal. Because of the loss, the farmer may not sow rice the next year, leading to scarcity and shooting up of prices the next year. Hence, equally to cover the farmer's cost and to ensure some grains for vulnerable classes, the Indian government announces a minimum support price for 23 major crops every year. However, actually only 2 crops, rice and wheat, and some pulses are bought by the government at MSP. Then why is the government resisting a legal guarantee? Well, because a legal guarantee for 23 crops can run into even, say, 10 lakh crore rupees, say some experts. CRISIL has calculated that it could come to 6 lakh crore rupees. More important is the lack of infrastructure to buy and store and redistribute so much grains. A third point of contention is the formula for calculating MSP. The current calculation is 50% over and above the cost to the farmer. The formula is A2 plus FL multiplied by 1.5. Now, A2 includes paid or imputed costs of all purchased or own inputs like seeds, fertilizers, manure, bullocks, labor and machine labor, plus interest on working capital, plus irrigation expenses, depreciation, plus rent paid for the leased-in land, plus costs of repair and miscellaneous expenses. To this you add FL or family labor, which is the imputed wages for the time spent by the farmer and his or her family in crop production. Now, what some farmers want at the moment is not A2 plus FL, but C2 plus FL. Now, C2 includes all that was included in A2 plus rental value of the owned land, that is an assumed rent, plus interest on fixed capital costs like costs incurred on a tube well or on a tractor. Now, the government's argument is that within C2 plus FL, the farmer is already earning an income for the farm labor plus the rented value of the land. So that's about 40% of C2. Another 50% over and above this will make the MSP very high and unsustainable. Such high prices will discourage traders from buying in the market. It will increase the burden of government procurement, and at high domestic prices, it will encourage more imports because domestic crops will be priced higher than global prices. Now, farmers have the following demands as well. Besides the legal guarantee for MSP for all crops, 23 crops, calculated as per C2 plus FL into 1.5. They also want full debt waiver. They want implementation of the Land Acquisition Act of 2013 with provisions for written consent from farmers before acquisition and compensation at 4 times the collector rate. They want punishment for the perpetrators of the October 2021 Lakhimpur Kheri killings. They want that India should withdraw from the World Trade Organization and freeze all trade agreements. They want pensions for farmers and farm laborers, compensation for farmers who died during the Delhi protest of 2021, electricity amendment bill they want of 2020 to be scrapped altogether, and under MNREGS they want 200 days instead of 100 days employment per year. They also want strict penalties and fines on companies which produce fake seeds and a few other sundry demands. The discussion is, however, only centering around this making MSP mandatory or legally binding. The government has, in exchange, offered a package that NAFED and the NCCF, which is the National Cooperative Consumers Federation, will undertake a contract that is almost legally binding to buy 5 crops, tur dal, urad, masoor, maize and cotton at the MSP price. It's a 5-year contract. Now the idea is to wean Punjab and Haryana's farmers away from a water-guzzling crop like rice. But as of now, the farmers haven't agreed.